Hello, friends, and good day to you. We're back with another episode of the Daily Grind. You already know I'm pouring you up a nice hot cup of Joe. Want to get your day out to a bright and beautiful start. Maybe I could use the Joe myself. Hey, it's like that sometimes, but we still get the train moving, right? Um, Today, let's see. I'm getting some channel messages um, as I've been meditating about today. And the primary message that I received is that your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. While that could very well be in some area in which you are gifted or talented, think about the general gift of connection, the gift of your presence. Maybe it's the free game that you give others. Maybe it is the gift of just being kind, gentle, encouraging. Maybe it's your willingness to freely give knowledge when you have knowledge in a certain area. Whatever that gift is, I feel perhaps in some way today, the theme is it's making room for you. If you saw the 7-day forecast, we talked about having a young backing, right? I do feel like for some of you, this is giving you a seat at the table. This is lining you up with opportunities. Anyway, let's dig a bit deeper for our messages. Your gift will make room for you. This means that sometimes maybe we don't want to give, right? Feel a little stingy, right? But sometimes it increases others' capacity for us because of our willingness to give. This can mean that maybe it wasn't palatable. Maybe we didn't have the desire to give. And sometimes doing it anyway is what changes the chemistry in a dynamic or a circumstance because we were willing to give. You'd be surprised the way your presence, right, showing up and in the moment how the Holy Spirit will give you instruction and your obedience to simply give in those moments will create space for you where there was no space, okay? It'll create desire for you where there was no desire. Your gift will make room for you, love. Anyway, let's get an animal card and perhaps dig a bit deeper into the dead. I love it. That one wanted to fall off. Lizard, right? One of my faves, okay? This card paired with this young crocodile here is what we have, okay? Excuse me. I'm going to read these two together only because I feel like they belong, okay? I feel this energy of paying close attention to pick up on whether or not we're headed in the right direction, right? This can be, what am I facing or what are you facing? What am I dealing with? What are you dealing with? This is a spiritual leading. So your spirit perhaps senses that there could be two different directions. You're picking up on some things that make you sensitive to certain areas. And as your temperature rises in those areas, in a sense, as you feel or flesh those out more and more, you notice things. So I feel that today, if you're in the energy of the lizard, there may be things that I'm kind of getting like watch, ask, question, pay attention. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of getting an energy of like be nosy, right? Find out, right? Look, listen, tight ice giving Mrs. Kravitz. Like I said, I feel like you might be being nosy, but you have to know when that's like rooted in a more spiritual place. So yes, it's being nosy. I'm kind of getting a little bit of creeper energy, but it's almost like knowing that if I'm watching, if I'm looking, if I'm listening, if I'm paying attention, then I'm going to get the answers that I need. It's just kind of like I'm going to creep up on the very thing that I'm being led to because of the fact that I'm being watchful. Okay. Yeah, I sense something like that. But I kind of feel like, this could be like someone's moves, right? This can be like, sometimes this is where spirit has you on top of something. Check this out, right? Look at this, look into this, read up on this. I don't know why it's giving like just sit in the back of the room and observe type of energy. So some of you may feel led to do that in one area or another. I feel a gotcha energy, but I feel like this is kind of like when spirit is leading you so you don't get God. This is like if there are lurkers, you sense them there, you sense their presence, and you're spirit led as to how to, again, not get God. Okay. I don't know. Maybe there's something about like getting taken advantage of, somebody getting over. All is in perfect timing is here. This is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. Change is coming is at the bottom of the deck, okay? So some sort of transition is taking place. But again, I feel with the lizard and the crocodile, you're peeping it. That's what it feels like. Like you're spotting whatever this transformation is. And I think about lizards typically adapt, right? They live in the higher climates because they can adjust their body temperatures to be able to withstand the heat. So it gives me the impression that you're going to be sensitive to something, and spirit may have you was kind of like making some sort of adaptation to what it is that you sense or that you pick up on. Okay. Lord, take charge with authority came out, and sage, be devoted and committed. This makes me feel like that's where I feel like this is a gift, a spiritual gift, but it's like the gift of wisdom where you can sense or something or someone is lurking. And because of that, this could even be like something is looming. I feel like you're stepping up and using the power that you have in your hands. Everything is in perfect timing. I just kind of feel like it's time now for you to step into position of power, and you have the wisdom to do it. You know what to do. This is also like what's needed. Okay. You know what's needed. You know what needs to be done. Card flipped over. Pathways here. Official person. Setting well. The bottom of the deck. But that's where I feel that take charge of authority is. It's almost like this is some sort of promotion, some sort of position, and you have insight to this. And this can be like something that someone is watching you for. So you are demonstrating authority in this area because I know you're watching me, and it could certainly with the pathway be opening up the opportunity. I don't know that you have to be watched. This could just be like you are watching, you are paying attention, and there's something that you have enough wisdom to be able to know. So you see it as an opportunity for you to demonstrate your power and authority by stepping up, and what could certainly be like doing something that give someone a perspective of you that is like, it instantly changes your value is what I'm getting with these, okay? And this is kind of like where someone forms like a record or a mental memory of you as like the guru or the go-to in whatever this particular area is. Some this could be a work opportunity as well. Let's get a tarot card for the day. I'm kind of getting like the energy of like a power move. That's what this feels like. Like being able to sense like something that you can do that I feel like it acts as leverage in one way or another. And it's like the timing for this is perfect, but that's where I feel like you're being spiritually sensitive, because you realize like if I get on this now, if I get on top of this now, yeah, the wheel of fortune is what I see. Like I said, I feel like the timing is kind of like what's at play that's like most significant. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you... This is like, I don't know why I'm getting like outrunning the devil. Oh, remember, if you guys were on the 7-day forecast, I mentioned ready for a fight, but that spiritually meaning that you don't have to fight. And that's what today feels like, is the Knight of Wands is you being ready, you being like prepared or on top of whatever this is. So because you're spiritually led, you're peeping, you're picking up on, you're sensing, you're just automatically what feels like doing what needs to be done at what feels like just the right time. And it has you ready for, it feels like whatever issue, whatever problem. It has you ready for the devil, for this is like prepared to get what you want. The card for the day was the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands with the Knight of Wands is someone who's literally inspired. They're ready. They're seizing opportunities. It's a very active energy. They are on top of it. I'm not anxious. I'm prepared. There's this energy that's like, I do this. Doing my job is what it feels like. Do it like it's my job. Anyway, let's go over to Patreon. It's linked in the description for those of you who have interest. We'll get extended tarot messages. But if that's all for today, then I'll see you guys tomorrow on the Daily Grind. Bye for now.